One of the things you know about the web and about searching with Google is that there's a lot of different stuff out there. There are web pages, there are images, there are videos. There's all kinds of stuff out there. And one of the things I want you to learn from this class is that you should be checking out the options that are beyond what you just ordinarily think about. Let me show you what I mean. As you can see here, there are lots of different kinds of content on Google, and we try to blend that different kind of web results into the search results page. So what you see here is that there's a set of results for the query resume. So suppose you're searching for a resume, and you see there in the middle, there's a set of images that we've clustered together and put into the middle there. That's giving you a hint that maybe you should go beyond just the web page. What I mean by that is that sometimes looking beyond just the usual kind of web search results will give you really interesting insights into what your problem is. One thing to remember also is that at the bottom of the page, there are sometimes what we call the related searches. So here we can see for our query resume that there are resume templates, how to write a resume, cover letters, and so on. These are suggestions that you might consider checking out as other ways to phrase your query. Now, the key point of this lesson is that there are other kinds of media. So for example, when you do a query for resume, you might just think of, well, I'm looking for web pages about resumes and how to make a resume. But in fact, if you go and look at images of resumes, you'll see this huge variety of different kinds of results that are really going to be interesting. Now, look here. What you can see is that we've done our query for a resume and clicked on the Images tab. At the very top, there's a scrolling list, this horizontal scrolling list, of clusters of different kinds of image results. Here you can see we've got examples, resume templates, job resumes, and so on. So what we're doing is not only showing you images of resumes, but also finding groups of kinds of images of resumes that you might consider clicking into. Perhaps the best way for me to show this is just to do it live. So let me do a search for resume. Now the resume searches that are related are here at the bottom. You see that? I've scrolled all the way down and you can see those are related searches. But now I'm going to click on the Images tab right there. And you can see our clusters across the top, the examples, templates, and so on. And you can see there are lots of different kinds of examples here. So sometimes an image search is exactly the thing you want to do. Now remember, this is true for other kinds of queries as well. So remember our query about Sagittaria, that sort of plant thing we looked at earlier? Here, I've done the regular web search, and you can see the results. These should look just like what you've seen before. But suppose we do a video search for Sagittaria. Yes, there are videos about this plant, and these are videos showing you how to plant it in your aquarium and so on. There are even news items about Sagittaria, about interesting new ecology results, about the invasiveness of Sagittaria, whatever. But consider checking out these other media types. There's even a set of results for shopping because yes, in fact, sometimes you want to buy this thing. So my point is not that anyone is particularly better than the other, but sometimes looking across media types can give you real insight into your question. Let me show you one other kind of other media kind that might be really interesting for you. Suppose I have a question like how to replace my bike chain. Now here are the results for it, but you notice that the very first two results are videos. So in fact, if we click on videos in the tab here, you'll see a lot of different examples. And sometimes it's useful to look at different examples of videos so you can see it from this angle or that angle or something. But my point is, sometimes checking out the different media kinds will give you different insights. Let me do one more. How to cook a pizza. So here we see there are some inserted results here at the very top, but even more images, more web pages, and we've included little images so you can see kind of what you're getting into. But if we click on videos, there's probably going to be a ton of videos, there's going to be a ton of shopping results, a ton of images, and you get the idea. Even something as simple as a how-to query can sometimes be made better by looking at the images or the videos or whatever. My point here is that sometimes getting outside the box, is a really, really useful thing to do. In your next query, your next challenge on your own, consider checking out these other kinds of media because there's a lot of stuff out there.